Welcome to my Martha's Vineyard vlog. This is my very first time heading over there. Joseph said he woke up at 4 in the morning. He was getting ready. He got to my house around 6, and that's when we started taking off towards the Cape Cod. It was about an hour and a half drive. To be honest, I was so excited the night before that I couldn't go to sleep, and I actually ended up getting only 2 hours and a half of sleep. I didn't know how I was gonna do it, but I think my excitement really carried me through. And I'm also getting over a cold. Today is day 5 as I record this audio, but this was 2 days ago, so I was on day 3 of the cold, which was its peak, and I had a sore throat. My nose was stuffed. I did my best really to just get out of the house and be ready for this day. So luckily I pushed through and I was able to have a fun day, which you guys will see. I actually thought that I was gonna get breakfast with Joseph on the Vineyard, but I needed something before getting on the ferry. We stopped by Falmouth Dunkin' and I got my breakfast sandwich with my hash browns and an orange juice. Hey guys, so we just got to the Martha's Vineyard parking lot before we board the boat, and we're so excited. I don't even know what time it is. Oh wait, I have my phone. I can't even check.
8:40.
8:40?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna head out. Once getting off the ferry, we immediately went to use the bathrooms. It was around the corner to the right in this little area. I don't even know what to call it, but we were one of the first ones to get there. And then when I had gotten out, there was a long line. So I'm happy that Joseph took us at the start before the line got really long. And then this was the breakfast spot. They had acai bowls, breakfast bagels, ice cream if you wanted. I think they had smoothies. So I got everything on my acai, and look how delicious this is. It was so yummy, and Joseph's bagel looked incredible. I really wanted to get my own bagel from Martha's Vineyard, but because I already got dunks, I just had to contain myself. I almost asked Joseph to get a bite, but I had already had my breakfast bagel, so I couldn't do that. But anyways, after that, we wanted to head straight to the beach, get a nice tan, so we took the bus and then finally started to set up on the sand. I was tweaking or wincing at walking on the sand with my sneakers. We had to put our sunscreen on. It was super hot. I gave some to Joseph, and I used the Hawaiian Tropic. I also love that it has some glitter in it. Once we were done tanning, we went back onto the bus and started our adventure to Edgartown. I'd say it was about a 30-minute drive leaving the beach to Edgartown. It was on the other side of the island. We really enjoyed our cozy ride after tanning, and then I'm gonna play some music because the rest is just driving and looking around and exploring. And then after this ride, we stopped at Stop and Shop, no pun intended, to get 3 refreshments because we felt so dehydrated and we needed some energy from the drinks, and you guys will see. Hey guys, so we just made it to the end of the vlog. Hope you guys enjoyed all the clips that I have so far of the day with Joseph. This is the Q&A section of the video, so let's go ahead and answer some questions that I picked out because I don't think anyone was gonna leave any questions for me. I would have asked on my Instagram. I'm still building my community, so I came up with my own questions that I thought I would like to answer. So that is my little truth right there. And the first question is this your first time visiting Martha's Vineyard? So yes, it was my first time visiting. Joseph took me here kind of spontaneously. We talked about going 2 years ago, but we were still in college. But now that I finally graduated, is that my brother? Oh no, that's the neighbor that's taking out the trash. I was confused because my brother just went to work. But Joseph talked about taking me 2 years ago, but since we just graduated college, right now felt like the best time to go now that we're finally able to do what we want this summer and take the summer off however we'd like to. So that was all his idea. I wouldn't have gone to Martha's Vineyard if it wasn't for him and his amazing planning. He's an amazing driver, an amazing leader, and he plans some really fun day trips with me. And that's one of the things I love about being in a relationship with him, is that he is the best guide and he knows how to execute a plan for the day or overnight, and it's just incredible. So thanks to Joseph, I was able to experience Martha's Vineyard. I've been living in Massachusetts for all my life. I'm 22, just turned 22 this summer, and I finally got to go to Martha's Vineyard in my 20s. So it really is the perfect summer spot to be. I would go again. What made you choose Martha's Vineyard for this trip? I don't even have an answer. Again, I'm going to say that was all Joseph. He had been wanting to go for a while, so I'm just grateful that he took me. And I was also open to it because we've gone to Block Island near, I think it's the border of Connecticut and New York, and I really enjoyed myself there, so I thought I'm going to enjoy myself here too, because Martha's Vineyard is an island. And it's only an hour and a half away from us, going south towards the Cape Cod. So it made it just so much easier to plan that. Except we did wake up at he woke up at 4 a.m. I woke up at 5. So although we had to get up early, it was very doable, and I just really enjoyed the commute there. I got my Dunkin' breakfast. It made me feel so much better because, as you guys can hear, I am getting over a cold. It's day 5. But the day that I had gone to Martha's Vineyard was 2 days ago, and I was on my peak day of the cold, day 3. I really wanted to get a refresher, but I couldn't have the lemonade for some reason. So I ended up just getting orange juice because I love orange juice for breakfast, American breakfast. I love it too, just as much as Salvadoran breakfast. And if you guys hear that beeping, it's my dad. He works with a truck, so he does that for safety reasons. The next question is, what surprised you the most about the island? I guess I would say how much transportation there was. I thought it was really cool. Our ferry was so full, and then seeing all the people that had stayed overnight, they were getting ready to get on, and then I saw all of us it was just a big herd of people. We were just going down. A couple people brought their luggage. Once everybody got off the dock, they just took their own ways. Then Joseph and I went down to where the buses were, and then I saw that there was not a cruise, but there was another ferry, way bigger, because it was a way bigger ferry because it fits in all the cars that decided to take their cars onto the island. So it was that kind of boat where it holds all the cars. And then I found out that there was an airport inside Martha's Vineyard, which Joseph never told me that there was an airport. And then I asked him, and apparently it's in the middle of the island. Literally in the middle. I think that's right. But I was so shocked that there's an airport on that island. And then just the amount of people that were there, everybody was just having a good time. It just shocks me that there were so many different ways to get there and to leave there. And then when we were going back to Falmouth, there was also a boat that was taking people back to Connecticut. So I just really like how accessible the island is. Next question is, what was the prettiest spot you found? I was not really sure what to say for this one because we had only gone to certain areas. But I guess I would say like towards the beach. That was one of the first things that Joseph and I did. We went towards the beach. So many like families and young people. So it was really nice to see that like that space being used up by families and whatnot. But it was near the water. The water was pretty clear. You could see the rocks. A lot of the kids are jumping off of the little pier thing, like the wooden pier. I don't even know how to say that. But a lot of the kids were jumping off and they were having so much fun. And then the further down that you walked past that was where you could actually like lay down to tan and to get in the water. Joseph and I actually didn't want to get in the water because tanning was one of the first things we did, and then we were gonna go have dinner. There was nowhere for us to really change. I mean, I guess we could try, but it just seemed like too much work. Next question is, did we take the ferry or did we fly? We took the ferry from Falmouth into Martha's Vineyard, and the ferry was like a 30-minute ride. I thought it was gonna be longer, but it went by pretty fast, and the boat was moving like at a decent rate. Like it wasn't speeding or anything. If I had the option, I still would probably take the ferry because I just love being on the water. What was the most spontaneous thing you did? I'm not even sure. I thought that was a good question to ask. I don't know what the most spontaneous thing was. Oh, I guess I could say this one. It was so hot on the island that Joseph and I were starting to get very dehydrated. I think it was like hour 2.5 of being on, and we had already finished our water. So we went to the Stop and Shop. We had to take a bus towards the other side of the island, and luckily there was a Stop and Shop there, so we went in, and we were having a hard time finding the water, but luckily we found one after going around the whole store. But mind you, it was a tiny store, so it wasn't that bad. But anyways, we ended up getting 3 drinks each. It was so funny. I got 2 vitamin waters and 1 Aquafina water, and then Joseph got 2 waters and 1 vitamin water. I feel like that was a lot, but I had 3 drinks. He had 3 drinks too, and we put it in our bag, and then after paying, like we almost finished our drink like immediately after. So that was really funny. Because when I get dehydrated, and I need electrolytes. So I thought that was incredible that we just didn't care, and we took our drinks with us, and it kept us going because we still had like an hour till dinner time, and that was what was keeping us like together. What was the funniest moment of the trip? I think, and I was talking about this with Joseph last night because I wasn't sure what to say for this one, but we think that the funniest moment was us people watching at dinner. We basically sat inside the attic. The restaurant is called The Attic. It was delicious. But we sat right next to the windows, and you could see everyone from the attic that was eating below us to the left. And there were this group of ladies that they had ordered oysters and like some other seafood, and they were just like going to town with the oysters, and we were just like watching them like having a great time with their seafood. We found it really funny. But Joseph and I don't like seafood, so we were just like, look at them, like they're just enjoying their seafood. Like, who's gonna be the first one to take a bite? Who's gonna be the first one to take a photo? And it was the same lady that she was the first one to take the photo and the first one to eat the oysters. And then her face was like after she took a bite, she's like, it was really funny. But my mic is at 1%, so I'm gonna go charge that, and then I'll be right back to answer the remaining 4 questions. I'm letting my mic charge. I haven't wiped my mouth, but my dad brought Subway, so that's what I'm gonna be having. Hey guys, all right, I finally let this little buddy charge, and then I also got my strawberry refresher. My order is a medium strawberry refresher with lemonade. I used to get tea because I didn't want like the super acidic taste from the lemonade, but I really truly do love the lemonade, so I went back to the basic order, but I have this little koozie from Morgan Wallen when my boyfriend and his twin sister, the three of us went last year from the 2025 tour, so I got this koozie. It's originally a beer koozie, but I cut off the bottom to make it fit my Dunkin' drinks. So yeah, that's that little story. And I'm going to finish off the rest of the Martha's Vineyard questions. I also put my hair up because it's insanely hot. I still want to rock this zip up, so I have to compromise somehow. And yeah, that's that. Okay, so next question. What was your favorite photo from the trip? I wanted to take more photos, but it was just like so crowded on the island, and I don't know, I feel like there weren't too many spots that I could take like photos. Maybe that's just a mindset thing. But I did take a cute photo in front of this little ice cream shop. It's called like, I think it's called Gilly's ice cream, something like that. But I'll put the photo right here. It's so cute. And it's a little like ice cream icon. You guys will like learn that I love dessert icons. They're just so cute. They just look very like vintage, and I just love like sweet images and sweet desserts and all that cute stuff. So that was my favorite photo. My other favorite photo is probably the food that we had. I'll add those pictures too because they were so yummy. Joseph and I got the mac and cheese with chicken tenders, and then I got the side of buffalo sauce just to dip everything into. So delicious. And the mozzarella sticks for our appetizer. And then for dessert, we had chocolate lava cake with vanilla ice cream. My next question is, how did you plan the itinerary? To be honest, it was like a go, play it by ear, like go however you want to go. So Joseph and I, we first just started off with walking around and finding the bus. We knew that we wanted to take transportation first. That's where we ended up at the beach. And then we started to realize, okay, we want to have dinner at this certain time. How much time do we have in between to like discover and explore? And we wanted to be closer to the restaurant just because it was starting to get super hot and we didn't want to exhaust ourselves too much. So we headed over to where our dinner area was and we went shopping, and we found some cute merch, which this is one of them. I really love it. It's a half up, like zip up for fall and winter, because in Massachusetts we basically spend more time in the cold than in the heat. So this is just perfect. I have so many of these like gorgeous tops. Joseph got a really cute t-shirt with a shark on it and super cute letters, and yeah. Maybe you'll see it in one of the future vlogs because he'll probably start wearing it like next week. We had a great time doing it. I'm happy we did it how we did it, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Okay, next question. What was your most memorable meal? Joseph and I were talking about this also last night, and it's just gonna have to be the dinner. Like, we did pass by for breakfast. I got an acai bowl. He got a breakfast bagel, but the dinner had to top it off because the mozzarella sticks, they were so crunchy, and then on the inside they like melted. So delicious. So we're gonna say the dinner at the attic. Dinner at attic. Oh my gosh. Dinner at the attic. Okay. And then I think this is my last question. Okay. Oh wait, this video is already 5 minutes. Let me do another one. All right. My last question is, what was the most unnecessary thing you packed? I brought my little lobster bag, and for some reason, it's not that big. I mean, it's like, and for some reason, I was like losing so many things inside of it. Like, I couldn't find my lip combo, couldn't even find my phone at one point, and I knew that it was in there. And I was telling Joseph, I'm like, I can't find anything in here. But I think it's because my seashell flip-flops were like taking over the whole thing, and then I had to move everything around, and yeah. I don't even know what the most unnecessary thing I brought was. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look at the photos to like understand what I even brought. I'm still not sure. What did I bring? I'm actually gonna say that everything I brought I used. I used my flip-flops, I used my sunscreen and after sunscreen lotion from Hawaiian Tropic. So this is the bag I took. I'm obsessed with it. I got it in Marblehead, Massachusetts, up in the North Shore. And here's the sunscreen. I've been using a Hawaiian Tropic Sheer Touch sunscreen. And I love that it has like glitter in it too. Oh wait, actually, I brought the camera that we have, like it's our family camera. My mom let me take it and I brought it. But it was like so chunky and I didn't want to keep taking it out of the bag, turning it on, turning it off. And we were walking in so many places, like I didn't even want to stop to take photos. Like I just ended up taking photos on my phone. So I guess that was kind of the unnecessary thing, but I'm not even like mad that I brought that because I thought that I was going to want to get some photos, especially like as a creative person, like we always want to have photos because we never know, we can use them like for our music or for like the content creation side of stuff. So I did a good thing by bringing it, but I didn't really end up using it. I think I took like 1 or 2 photos. So I guess it's the handheld camera. Yeah. Yeah, all right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching my little Q&A. Hey guys, I thought that I was done with the video, but my dad is about to hang out in our living room. So I'm just gonna, not my hair getting stuck in my lip gloss, but I'm just gonna show you guys super quickly what I got from the Vineyard. Can't believe I forgot. I was just about to start editing and then I was like, how did I not show them my Martha's Vineyard haul? So the first place that I went to was Neptune's Sea Chest. I think it's so cute, that name, and also the icon is a little treasure chest. One of the things I bought was this Martha's Vineyard logo hat. I didn't even know that it was in the shape of this. I feel like it looks like a little cruise boat with the way it's shaped. I love the color. It's giving like, I think the 60s color with the aqua, mint, and the baby pink. My 2 favorite colors. And I love how the hat fits. This is like the perfect hat for me in terms of the shape. Absolutely love it and can't wait to rock it. It's so cute. And the second thing is this zip up that I showed you guys earlier, or is it a zip up? I forget. And I absolutely love it because it has pockets on the side and it really makes me warm, so I know that's going to be perfect for the fall and winter time. And it was only like $35, so I think that's a pretty good deal for this top. And then I got 2 more things. I actually don't remember what store I got this from, but it had these little beaded pouches and it's a Hershey's chocolate bar. And I've loved Hershey's chocolate bars since I was like in 2nd grade. I would always get either this one or the one with almonds, or the cookies and cream. I had like a little phase when I was younger. This is so cute to take like if I'm going to like a candy shop or an ice cream shop. Like I just think it's an adorable accessory and it was just super unique. So I'm happy I found this and then I picked it up on the Martha's Vineyard. So cute. And then the final thing is from Vineyard Vines. I have never gone to Vineyard Vines, nor have I bought anything from Vineyard Vines. I did want to get a t-shirt, but the one that I liked was in the men's section. I actually wanted Joseph to get it, but he didn't really want it. So yeah, I was just like, I'm not sure if I want to get it because I wasn't even sure if it was unisex. Plus I had already bought like my main goodies. If I hadn't bought anything, I probably would have splurged on the shirt. Picked up something small. I ended up getting this adorable baby pink little keychain. It's like a little tote bag and it has the navy blue whale. I love the whale from the logo. It's just the most It's the most adorable thing. Is it this way? Yeah. So cute. I'm so happy that I got it. And some people like to put their AirPods in here. I could probably keep my cash in here. It's just so freaking cute. Oh my gosh. I can just add this to my bags. It's a little keychain. And that concludes... Oh, I just dropped the bag. But that concludes my little haul. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm actually like sweating over here, so I need to go turn on my AC and get comfortable in my room and start editing this video. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, darlings.